Today I'll show you how to install the Asus Merlin or Asus Merlin on your router, on your Asus router. This is RTBE92U. It's a pretty good router, I believe, and the way this works is a little bit different for each router, so make sure you check on the Asus Merlin or Asus Merlin website. You need to make sure that the Asus Merlin or Asus Merlin is compatible with your router. First of all, I checked for this one, and the latest version is compatible with the RTBE92U. And here I have the settings. I want to show you a few of the settings before I do the update, and they are pretty much the same after the update. I thought they would be much more different, but they are pretty much the same. And the best part is you don't have to reconfigure your router. It's simply like an update from Asus. And here I could even use the DNS. For example, I could set up DNS for AdGuard or even other DNS providers. Everything works really well there. And the PPoE connection, I use this because this is how I connect to the internet with this router. And that's the stock firmware from Asus. And after the update, you see the firmware version is 3.006.102, and that's the version from Asus. And if you want to do an update on this box, on this router, it's really as simple as downloading the update file and uploading it to the box. This is a pretty recent router, so it has probably all the features that Asus Merlin has also, but on older models you might have some features that are not available. Here, this is all in the stock firmware. So I want to show you a few of the options, and especially a few of the VPN settings, what you can see, what you can do with the stock firmware. You have OpenWRT, IPsec VPN, WireGuard VPN, and even PPTP. I don't know this one. I never used that one, but WireGuard VPN works. I tried it. It's pretty useful. You can also use the InstaGuard. This requires the router to have the connection from outside. You still need to be able to connect to your router from outside for any of these VPN softwares, but basically that's the Asus version. Instead of using the OpenVPN or WireGuard, you can use that one. I prefer WireGuard on this box. Before I used WireGuard, I used OpenVPN because that was really the only option. But now there are so many options, and here there was a security problem with that. Some of the settings that I had to change something that I don't really need anyway. And yeah, that's how the web interface looks like, and I think we are ready to do the firmware upgrade. So yeah, before you do the upgrade, you might want to save the settings in case something happens, but I didn't save because it's just a new box. I was going to change some things anyway on it. So yeah, that's some information. There are some logs, there are lots of options. The best thing I like about this router is the option that there is an AI protection for malware and viruses. So if one computer gets infected on the network, the router will block it from accessing the internet. It also blocks some malicious websites. I tried it today actually, and I will make a video about that to show you. That's really nice. I really like that. You have some settings for wireless, which I don't even know what they are. Lots of fine tuning there. But to get the Asus Merlin for your router, you have to check. You go to the Asus Merlin website and you check your router which version it supports. So for the RTBE92U, it supports the 3.06, the latest version. There are lots of things here. There's lots of information, and it's not really difficult to install it. And you can even you can simply change if you change your mind, you don't want to use Asus Merlin, Asuswrt Merlin. I see that they call it now. They like to instead of OpenWRT, you get Asuswrt. I like that it's simple. It's not too complicated. I'm not really sure on the BE92U what Asus Merlin gives more than the stock firmware. Probably not much now because there are so many features already built in. Okay, I went to the folder where the firmware is, and I'm going to download the firmware. And yeah, that's pretty much last view of the stock firmware. I wanted to do a speed test, and that's my IP there. Please don't send any spam. And the upload and download, they are within the limits of the ISP. I don't have really super fast internet here, but it's pretty good. It's fiber, it's a fiber connection, and especially the ping is good, the response time. And yeah, to do the actual firmware update, I'm checking this name again just to make sure I'm not downloading the wrong firmware. Here it's better to take your time and double check and triple check things before you do the update, because I'm not sure what would happen if you put the wrong firmware file. I hope it will say that it's wrong and it doesn't continue, but you never know. I go to the download site, and here still looking for RTBE92U, and you have it's simply folders, but I like this button on SourceForge. This is a pretty famous website, SourceForge, for open source firmware. And here you get the different versions, so I will download the latest version, whatever is there. And the router will automatically update anyway, so even if you download a previous version, it will update to the latest version anyway. So the file is downloaded, and I have to unzip it before I can use it. So here you can use either 7-zip or just simply use the Windows zip option, and even WinRAR if you want to. Some information here about the boxes supported and features. I didn't really read too much through this, but what I understand is you can have scripts. So I like to have some kind of scripts there, and some customizations, those things I like to have some automation on it. But most of the time when I had scripts and something automated was to make the router still work past due its time to change. The previous one was the RT-N66U. So now from RT-N66U to RTBE92U. I'm really confused with all the names. RTBE92U. Yeah, there's so many names. They like to call them different ways. So to upgrade, you go to the administration, firmware upgrade, and you check the current version. If you have a current version that is higher than the version in the Asus Merlin, it's not gonna work. There are some steps to change that. You can enable SSH and can change the current version to make it look like it's older, and then it will accept the update. But here I didn't have to do that, thankfully, and this takes a bit of time. I might speed it up a little bit here, but it does take more time than it looks. And you could look at the time on the computer itself as I'm playing this. I'm probably gonna speed it up thing, like go all the way to 100. When this reaches 100, you get the logo on screen and you are ready to use the Asus Merlin. It has this little HUD there. Thanks for watching.